November 8th marks the release date to Sonic Frontiers. From my countless hours playing through the game, I always find myself comparing this game to another game that I hold dearly that is a great comparison to Sonic Frontiers, and that is a little game called The Shadow of the Colossus. The Shadow of the Colossus is one of my favorite games of all time, made by the now defunct Japan Studios. The game is a very haunting, beautiful open world where you play as a character named Wander, a guy who strikes a deal with a mysterious entity to bring back a girl named Mono, his friend. To do it, he has to defeat 60 Colossi, each one a puzzle and a challenge. By hopefully looking at the Shadow of the Colossus, you kind of see the similarities with Sonic Frontiers, but also big differences. For one, Sonic doesn't make a deal with anyone, instead the end guides him, or more so, the end influenced Sonic to break the barriers of cyberspace. Why? Because he needs to save his friends who are trapped in cyberspace. To make that a reality, Sonic also needs to defeat the Titans as well, similar to Wander. What I found the most interesting part about both games is that the mysterious voices in the sky turns out to be demonic beings trying to escape their prison. They manipulate the main characters to reach their goals, which leads to very bad outcomes. In the climax of both stories, Sonic and Wander get corrupted. For Sonic, he was saved by his friends, but Wander remains cursed. But spoilers, in the tail end of the Shadow of the Colossus, Wander was reborn, but now with horns, revealing that the Shadow of the Colossus was actually a prequel to another PlayStation classic, Echo. I really feel like these games are really closely connected. Both have huge creatures who are not seeking for world domination, but instead protecting their lands, even if it costs them everything. In their stories, both Sonic and Wander end up destroying these protectors, and that's the fascinating part, especially if you want to do another playthrough of these games, that now you kind of feel like the bad guy. The Titans, the Colossi, they're not really the monsters. It was you the whole time. You were the monster, and that's such a fascinating perspective. And I feel like there's even more comparisons between both of these games. Like in the Shadow of the Colossus, there's a group called the Shaman who warn travelers to stay away from this land because they know how dangerous it could be. It's kind of similar to Sage's role in Frontiers, where she knows how risky the Starfire Islands can be and warns Sonic to leave. Of course, he refuses. And the reason why she knows how dangerous the Starfire Islands can be is because she infused herself with one of the cyberspace gates. Now, with the knowledge of the ancients and especially the end, Sage is trying her best to prevent this impending doom, which is a fun thing to see unfold. Honestly, it's pretty cool to realize how alike these games are, more than I thought. I don't know if Sonic Team was inspired by the Shadow of the Colossus or the whole thing was a coincidence, but either way, these games mean a lot to me, so happy anniversary to Sonic Frontiers, and last month was the 20th anniversary to the Shadow of the Colossus, which is awesome as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. See ya.